6:35 p.m. Eastern Time, July 16th, 2024. So now the very Secret Service that has been on this account that tried to arrest me inside this terrorist cell after I had witnessed a homicide, or right before I had witnessed a homicide. So sorry to misquote that because it's very important. Right before he moved in, the terrorist in the basement, everybody who was here is now dead. I'm the only one that's still alive in this terrorist cell, part of the compound 1509 S Street Northwest. All right, the man in the basement was a psychotic. Okay, he moved in a gang of hookers that were all killed, except a few of them that moved out. Okay, I witnessed it. All right, before they moved in, the Secret Service came here and tried to arrest me in this property for talking about Donald Trump. Ever since then, it was downhill, down, not up, downhill for the Secret Service because they did it in front of the counter-terrorist vets who the Secret Service know they are attacking. It's the other 60% of the U.S. military that didn't sign up with Trump and Flynn. Flynn knew everything about the planned attack for November and December, year 2017. Flynn knew everything. The fact that Flynn is still walking around, going on TV, going in magazines, going on Twitter is astounding. It's evidence to how desperate Vladimir Putin is. That don't forget, Vladimir Putin is from Russia. He's from a macho, man-dominated, the military, I can understand that. But it's a man-dominated government, man-dominated military. More than the U.S. The good guys from Russia want to come here, but they don't want it to be a man-dominated military and government. The good guys are part of our new government. The Russia GRU are part of our new government. Everybody knows that. But you got to understand, Vladimir Putin is a traitor. He's a traitor to communist Russia. He's a traitor to all those hardcore communist military. They're the same as China. They're hardcore. They can't have their military. They know military is directed and run by male generals. They know that. And the women, the sisters that protected my life and that work hand in hand with the special ops, they know what I'm talking about more than anybody else. Why and what I'm talking about. So I can't get sidetracked with, sure, let the guys have the military, okay? No one wants to take the guys out of the military and have it be run by a whole bunch of women with stiletto high heels and Lancome perfume. We know that. And in America, they had guys cross-dressing, wearing Lancome perfume and high heel shoes. And it was men, they were transvestites, they were running around in our military. It caused the fall of the United States. We had nobody to defend us. That 40% of the military I'm talking about, the dresses and drag shows, drag queens, is part of Donald Trump's military. That 40% attacked the 60%. All right, so with that 40% is Donald Trump's Secret Service and U.S. federal agents. They moved me in here. The planned assaults on me were not working out. If you could look at the Twitter account that Donald Trump shut down, that would be nice for the people that wanted to review it, but they can't. But there's plenty of it on Facebook going back years, okay? All right. Most of it's after I started to witness actual women being killed violently in this house, which I did. All right. So before the violent killings of women in this house, the Secret Service came and tried to arrest me for, I don't know what it was. Oh, I do, but it was some sort of shit. They thought I was threatening Trump, okay? He was still in office. This was a terror cell. It was an obvious one at the point in time. And the good guys, GRU, Navy SEALs, were very aware I was in here and very aware of the terror cell at the time. And that's exactly what I was talking about. When I said on the internet, I said Iran, Russia, Saudi Arabia, it's a group, a conglomerate of militaries. Japanese, they're some of the scariest. They want everybody eliminated. And when they do it, they will. They don't question, try, miss their shot, twiddle their thumbs. They do it, they'll do it. They want all these politicians eliminated. Donald Trump is a felon. He is a felon who is surviving off a very desperate Vladimir Putin for his life's survival. All the judges, all the Secret Service, I put it in writing. All the U.S. cooping military that wear Lancome perfume and stiletto high heels. The men dressed up like women in the U.S. military. Their desperate survival is for Vladimir Putin to save them. Vladimir Putin is from a very macho man country. Okay, so you really got to hear what I'm saying. Vladimir Putin is completely defeated. He got his ass kicked by men, not me. He got his ass kicked. I'm talking no more balls left, dude. They took him out. They're pulverizing Putin and he deserves it. The good guys, the GRU, the Russian military, stomped him down. He's been nothing but humiliated, a macho Russian man. Okay, do you understand what I'm saying a little bit now? He deserves it. He needs to go to hell. He needs to leave the earth. This has got to come to an end with Putin and the United States. The people in the United States are desperately relying on Putin and his very weak military there, because the military there couped and started civil war with the GRU. I can't always cover this. I have covered this about 100 times. Okay, so like when you see the Ukraine bombs deep inside of Russia, it's not the Ukrainians, it's the GRU. They blasted them. They had to blast some of their own bases in Russia. Putin has the US put out articles that Ukraine somehow is getting drones deep inside of Russia and bombing highly sensitive areas. Wow. It's lies. So what Putin did today is an act of war. He said what was on my account, when I get 1 to 2 views. Now my 1 to 2 viewers around the world, both of them have got to be really amazed by this crap. I put out stuff about Iran, Japan, and everyone eliminating the U.S. politicians because they're felons. They're convicted felons left and right. We have another one, Menendez. Menendez brings down the entire government because everybody in Congress and Senate is guilty of what Menendez is guilty of. Everybody. That conviction by Menendez is serious history. What do? They don't really discuss it except the fact that it was conviction today. They don't give you any more information about it. That conviction of Menendez is historically monumental. He will bring down the entire Senate and Congress with him. I'm sitting here by this dildo Biden right now. I have witnessed so many U.S. federal officers fighting it out in this house with stuff and things I'm not allowed to talk about to this day on YouTube. I will be able to talk about it someday, but not on YouTube. This terrorist cell is a Secret Service, DHS, FBI, and precinct police terrorist cell. It is Iranian-backed, and it's run by ISIS Muslim terrorists. Now, I witnessed all of that. Hand to judge. Oh, I know I witnessed that, okay? And then along with the chemical stenches, DBs and everything else, all right? So once I put out that article, the short little article I put out, the day I put it, I was on my account. I don't need to sit here and date it. And I announced about the martini gas, how they were going to start using it. The following day, Putin, being a desperate, macho Russian man who stabbed in the back like a scoundrel all these other macho Russian men, and who got his ass kicked for doing that, is putting out all my content. Now, it's worse than that. It's more evil than that, because he's trying to send his US feds in here to arrest me and say I'm a terrorist and that I'm the threat to Trump and that somehow I'm at fault for him getting shot at because I'm in their terrorist cell. All right? I'm in the US Fed Iranian-backed terrorist cell. They want me out, so they're going to accuse me of all their crimes, steal everything I say on the internet, say that they've investigated it and they're proving it, not me, and that I'm the one guilty of doing it all. Do you follow this? Okay, I managed to explain that in 11 minutes. Good for me. I cannot go back online. All right? This is Putin. He's desperate. He's gotten his ass pulverized by other mucho macho Russian guys because he stabbed them in the back, hooked up with a whole bunch of Americans, and tried to attack their country. Okay? As far as the government here, when the good government comes in, I told you it's a group of different people. It's the U.S., it's Russian, it's Israeli. It's not going to be this mucho macho all men government. No, I got a job in the government. I have one, so I'm definitely not somebody, some sort of sexist jerk, would hire. So I've got all these distractions in here. I can't keep narrating this, okay? There's wonderful, wonderful, wonderful men that are in our government, along with women. I'm one of them. I have a job with some sort of finance, some sort of program planning, okay? I'm waiting to do it. I deserve better than living day by day, just wasting away in a fucking terrorist cell. Completely destitute. No money, no food, and having holes and rags on my clothes. My clothes are rags. I have holes in all my socks and my clothing. I deserve better, all right? The GRU saved my life with the Navy SEALs. I want to get off the internet. I have distractions in here. Putin is desperate and putting out the most atrocious articles with his cops. His cops in the US are going to pay for this crap, all right? And this terror cell is still very active, and I can't believe it that they're putting out these articles while they're still trying to do the dead bodies in the bathroom and stinking the whole house up. Bye.